नमस्कार। यह भौतिक दुनिया विपरीत चीजों से बनी है। स्त्री और पुरुष, यिन और यांग, ईडा और पिंगाला, शिव और शक्ति, दायां मस्तिष्क और बायां मस्तिष्क, या फिर आप इसे कोई भी नाम दे सकते हैं। विपरीत चीजों के मिलन की चाहत, प्रेम, जीत, महत्वाकांक्षा, काम वासना और योग जैसे अनेक रूपों में सामने आ रही। योग का मतलब है मिलन। योग का सबसे आसान रूप है हाथ जोड़कर नमस्कार करना। नमस्कार करने से हमारे अंदर के विपरीत ध्रुवों में एक तालमेल आ जाता है। अपने हाथों को नमस्कार मुद्रा में जोड़ें और किसी व्यक्ति या वस्तु को प्रेम पूर्वक ध्यान से देखें। 3 से 5 मिनट में आप अपने अंदर एक तालमेल महसूस करेंगे। नमस्कार करके अपने अंदर शांति लाइए। नमस्कार करके अपने अंदर प्रेम लाइए। नमस्कार करके अपने अंदर मेल। इस अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस के अवसर पर आप योग के मिलन को जानें।
हम सब इस नमस्कार रूप में हाथ मिलाकर पूरे विश्व को जोड़े। मैं चाहता हूं इस हाथ जोड़ने के लिए आपकी अंतरात्मा खिले।
So, how to motivate you? See, when your car doesn't start, somebody has to push. Once it gets going, after that we don't have to push it all the way, then it'll go. We can teach you ways when you start experiencing it as a part of it. Fires you up. You must fall in love with somebody or something. You don't find a somebody, you must fall in love with something. Something means something to you, you will wake up in the morning. Nothing means anything to you, where is the reason to wake up in the morning?
How do you fall in love?
When Shiva wanted to teach yoga to his first disciple, which was his own wife, Parvati, she was very eager to learn the way to enlightenment because she saw him as a glorious being and she wants to become like him. She said, "How? I'm ready to do anything." Shiva said, "No need to do anything, just come sit here on my lap." She hesitated because, "Oh, I don't want to be petted. I want to be enlightened." He said, "Relax, come and sit here." She sat here. He pulled her closer, not out of his needs, to fulfill her need. And he pulled her so closer, 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 closer. And slowly she became a part of him. So there is a dimension of Shiva which we call as Ardhanari, where one half is man, one half is woman. What the imagery is trying to tell you is that it's only by inclusion, that life will blossom. If you have to include something into yourself, there must be space, isn't it? If I have to make somebody a part of myself, I have to throw out half of me out. Only then. That's why the expression falling in love, not rising in love. Okay? Not standing in love, not climbing in love, falling in love, because a part of you has to fall. Only then there will be space for something else or somebody else. If all of you, the whole of you falls down, there'll be enormous space. You can include the whole cosmos as a part of yourself. If at least a part of you falls down, you may fall in love with one more human being or one more aspect of creation. So, we can teach you ways to empty yourself. If a part of you falls down, that empty space has to be filled with something. And that something which is not you, when it becomes a part of you, when you start experiencing it as a part of you, it fires you up. Because right now, what you think is me is not you, just a bundle of thoughts, emotions, ideas and prejudices, isn't it? That's not you. So what is you has not come into experience. So how to motivate you? When you're not yet, how to get you going? You're not yet. Right now all that is there is a bundle of thoughts, a cloud of thoughts and emotions and all kinds of stuff, isn't it? So that's why the sadhana. Just come and do some sadhana. Initially somebody will motivate you. See, when your car doesn't start, somebody has to push, okay? Once it gets going, after that we don't have to push it all the way, then it'll go. So initially nothing wrong using a little bit of a push, everybody needs a push. There are very few people who can propel themselves from step one. Most others need push, often on a little kick here and there. The rest they will do.
Why should I work towards or why should I attain mukti and get myself liberated from birth?
Do you see that you seem to be, you're not dead sure about it, but you seem to be something more than this body and this mind? You're not sure, but it seems like that, isn't it? So would you like to know what it is? Why should I know? Well, you feel like that till life knocks you upon your head. Suppose you have to die next moment. You'll die one day, do you know this? Huh? You will die one day. I am not wishing. You will anyway die. I'll bless you with a long life, but still you will die. With my blessing, without my blessing, you will still die. Is it okay? Is it okay? You will die. Suppose that death is next moment. Will you go joyfully? Now, why should I liberate myself? This is not my idea or your idea. The life within you is always longing to go beyond limitations. Whatever is your present limitation, liberate yourself from that. Whatever your present compulsion, liberate yourself from that. You will notice there's a next level of compulsions. You liberate yourself from that, you will notice a next level of compulsion. If you liberate yourself continuously like this, some point there must be a point where there is no other compulsion within you, isn't it? Is it your desire to live in limitations and compulsions? You can settle for it because you don't have the energy to go. You may say, this is okay. If I just lock you up in this hall, if you're tired and sick, you'll say, Sadhguru, just 2 meals a day if you give me, I don't mind, I will sleep here only, no problem. But if you're young and energetic, now you want to do something, you want to dig through the earth and go away. Yes or no? If you lost all enthusiasm and energy for life, you will say, Sadhguru,
throw some food at me, I will just sleep here for the rest of my life. I don't want liberation, I don't want nothing. I don't want to step out on the street. Just give me some food, I will sleep here, lie down here and die. That is if you lost it all. If life is throbbing within you, you are not willing to settle for that, isn't it? Yes or no? So if life is throbbing within you, you are not willing to live within any limitation or any compulsion, it doesn't matter how pleasant it is. If I decorate this very good and give you good food, don't go anywhere, you will be locked right here. Very good food, well-decorated space, you can't go anywhere. Will you stay here? No. If you are sick and tired, you will stay. If you are alive and energetic, you will not stay, isn't it? That's all it is. If you're alive and energetic, liberation is a natural longing. If you're sick and tired, limitations are okay. As long as somebody gives me something, I'll hang around and go. Doesn't matter, there's one more life or no more life. Is it not important that you go beyond your limitations and your compulsions? This is not somebody's concept, this is the longing of every life. Either it finds conscious expression or unconscious expression, that's all the choice you have. You have no choice to decide whether I want to be free or not. You have no choice whether I want liberation or not. You anyway long for it. If you long for it consciously, it may find fulfillment. If you long for it unconsciously, you will do all kinds of freaky things. In the name of freedom, you will get drunk, in the name of freedom, you will do drugs, in the name of freedom, you will jump off the mountain and smash yourself. People have done all these things in pursuit of freedom, haven't they? Yes or no? But if you do it consciously, you may find fulfillment. If you do it unconsciously, you may just get lost in the process. I'm just talking about doing your life consciously. I'm not talking about doing something else. I'm just talking about doing the same life process as consciously as possible. Because if you do it consciously, it'll find fulfillment.
If you really want to be in the lap of grace, what is needed from you is you walk like a devotee, not in pretension, not a pretentious devotee. As I said earlier, you do not know how this tree actually functions. You do not know how this blade of grass happens. You do not know how anything here is working. Do you know? So I want you to look at everything. Everything seems to be little more intelligent than you. When you are so dumb, you see a tree, you see the mountain, a blade of grass, everything. I want you to look at them for who they are, for what they are. No, my body is also… that is fine, your body is super. Your body is doing many things that you do not know. You as a person, what do you know? Do you know even what this blade of grass knows about life? You do not know. So I want you to look at everything. Even a grain of sand, it knows a lot more than you about life. So you are a junior here. They were all here way before you, and they know much more than you about life. So I want you to walk with a certain sense of wonder and devotion at everything. Just try this for next 24 hours. That's all that's needed. This is all that is needed to open the doors of life. That you do not think too much of yourself. You do not think something about you which is not true. Whatever you think about yourself is very untrue. Because when it comes to basic life, what this soil knows, you do not know, isn't it? Yes? Generally, in America they call soil dust, dirt.
What this dirt knows, you do not know. Your brain cannot do what this soil is doing. Is it a fact? Is it a fact? So, when there are such big people, stalwarts around you, you walk gently. Understand? Don't go like this. Because they are not simple. If you just walk like this, if you walk with devotion, slowly you will fall into the lap of grace. Without this, spiritual path is a damn hard thing to do. What I have been through, I don't want anybody to go through. That's why the effort.